We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need's right here. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything, moonlight on your naked skin, summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty sweet your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything, sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean. Yeah, in the empty bottle lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel. Yeah, in the empty bottle lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything,
Hello, everyone. Okay, I am trying a different mic today. So I'm going to need you to tell me A, if you can hear me, B, how it sounds, and C, if you can hear any other background noise or speaking or anybody else speaking in the background. Please let me know before we get started, just so I can check that. Hi, everyone, if you're joining us. Okay, you can hear me. Can you hear anybody else speaking in the background? I want to know if you can you hear clicking right now? And if you can hear clicking, how loud is the clicking? Okay, no background noise. Okay, very, very faint clicking. Okay, thank you very much for participating in the sound test. So, okay, a little bit of improvement with the audio. I guess I'll know for sure, like when I listen to it back, because I think it will sound a bit different on my end. But thank you very much for that. Hello, hello, and welcome everyone for joining us this lovely Tuesday. My gosh, it's almost the end of February. Um, yes, Jet, Meghan and Harry were seen on a double date with Jack and Eugenie. I've seen the pictures, but you know my policy here. If it's not an official work photo, then I can't post it. But it is around if you do want to. I think I might actually have the link. Um because the kids aren't with them, I'll give you the link if you want to go see the photos. Um but I don't post them on my feed personally because that's just my policy. But that's the link if you want to see Harry and Meghan very happy and laughing and looking like they're having a chill time. Um, hello everyone, thumbs up please. Hello Joan, hi Anna. Oh Paul Jones. I feel like I've seen your name a couple times before, but I haven't maybe seen it in a while. Hello Lydia, hi Jasmine P, Patricia, Marsha, Elaine, hello. Okay, before we actually get started, officially, I just want to pay my respects to Edith, who's a very loyal squaddy, and unfortunately, her son passed away. He was only 17 years old. He was struggling with some health issues. Just so out of respects for Edith, I would like us to have 1 minute of silence, please. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much, Squaddies, and I'm sure she has been hearing your prayers and reading your prayers. It's never an easy thing to go through a loss. You know, a parent should never have to bury their child. That's not the way nature intended for these things um, to be. Um, but you know, you just can't predict these things in life. So my greatest condolences to Edith, and thank you all of you so much for your respects and your prayer. Sometimes we get so caught up in the drama of things that we forget that there's some actual real life stuff um, that people go through. But thank you all so much for your kind words and for your respects. Okay, I think there's about yeah, there's like almost 300 of you in the chat, so I think most of the usual suspects are here. Hello, Rosa, Black Pearl, Melita, Maggie, ABC, Denise, Cookies and Cream, Trisha, hi, Joan Commonwealth, hi. Don't start. Hello. Yeah, I think most of you are here, so we'll get started. So something that I was thinking about the other day was the United Kingdom has had um, 2 days of some of the worst storms we've had in a very, very long time. And please, somebody tell me, has anyone from the royal family said anything about the storms? Because I don't think I've heard anyone say anything. And people had to be evacuated. There were homes ruined. There were a couple of people that actually died. Businesses were ruined. And I don't know that anyone from the royal family has said absolutely anything. And yet, we've got Kate frolicking around, going down slides in hello Dorothy Ross, um, going down slides in Denmark. You've got the Queen sending condolences to Brazil for their flooding, which is fine. I mean, send condolences to whoever you want. But I just find it strange that nobody in the royal family has said anything about the people affected by the flooding here in the United Kingdom. And I mean, I don't know, is anybody here from Brazil? Please comment and let us know. Was anybody from Brazil even checking for condolences from the royal family? The royal family, who are worth hundreds of millions, you can't even send any aid. I don't think the British government has sent any aid, but you're sending condolences to Brazil. Like, it's just empty words. And I don't know what's going on in the royal household. It's like they're everywhere right now. It just doesn't make any sense. Elaine Power, they haven't said a word. Well, I wanted to establish, have they actually said anything? It's just, I mean, like, literally, like 3 or 4 people have probably died. Um, probably they did die during the storm. And I haven't heard anything. And what is going on? Um, my goodness. H&M should donate for the people affected by the flood so people can stop saying they are selfish. Well, the thing is, it's like Harry and Meghan have done a lot um of things publicly for different charities. So, they set up the soup kitchens with World Kitchen. They were giving meals to people in Texas, to people in I think Puerto Rico and some other places. And you never really know what they're doing privately. You never really know. So I feel like they kind of do their part. And to be honest, they're all the way over in the United States at this, and money should be going to causes on that side of the Atlantic. I don't personally think they need to donate anything to the United Kingdom, especially when you've got a whole royal family here that could have done something. And even if Harry and Meghan do donate, then it turns into, oh, look at them showing off. It's not like that donation is even going to be appreciated. Marsha, the royal family is tone deaf to its own people. Let them eat cake. It's how they seem to be concerning the suffering of the people. Yeah, I just can't believe that, like, nobody has said anything. And apparently, Kate and William are going to Wales for a trip. Um, and part of their trip is talking to local farmers about the importance of rural farming and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, well, they should kind of know the importance of that anyway. Number one. Number two, apparently they're going to be baking scones or baking Welsh cakes or something like that. Um, in the middle of a time when uh, poor people in Britain are barely able to afford bread, they're going to go be baking cakes in Wales. I mean, how much money is that trip going to cost? It's like there's no focus with this unroyal mafia at the moment. They're all over the place trying to get every single um, photo op that they can, every single piece of PR press that they can, and it's just like nobody knows what they're doing. Joyce, the whole health kit in which Harry and Meghan are involved in will probably assist in some way with aiding people in the UK after the storm. Maybe, but to be honest with you, I wouldn't be mad if Harry and Meghan never donated a single penny to a UK charity ever again, because you've got the Magnificent Seven over here, so they should be the one raising funds. and paying attention to their subjects and peasants. Yes, Angela. Oh gosh, I can't. Here we go. Yeah, they should donate the money they're taking from us every single month. Mm. Ah, here we go. And I saw Richard Palmer posting this. I think readers are interested in what she's wearing, and there's a role for fashion diplomacy. Dicky, but most reporters always hope she will say or do something newsworthy that makes the clothes a mere detail to include, as with the Queen and the Duchess of Cornwall. So let me just read that again. Most reporters are always hoping, most reporters always hope, they hope she will say or do something newsworthy. So basically, an admission that they know that the other royals don't say or do anything newsworthy. And then he goes on to say, as with the Queen or the Duchess of Cornwall. Well, I don't particularly think that the Queen or the Duchess of Cornwall, sorry, that would be Camilla, do anything newsworthy. I think the Queen, anything the Queen does makes news because she's the Queen. But Camilla's been doing appointments for the last couple of weeks, actually. And if I wasn't scrolling through Twitter, I wouldn't. Boy, and notice how nobody is saying that Catherine is selfish for sliding down play slides while the Queen is sick and ill. Nobody is saying that the Queen is being ignored. That where is anybody by the Queen's side? And yet here is Kate just laughing away. Hmm. Dawn, if the royal family can pay 12 million in lawsuit, they can take care of their citizens. Absolutely, absolutely, they can. I think it was actually Richard Palmer. Do you know what? I'm gonna find the video and I might play it in the next show because there was actually a video of one of the royal rodents who, when they were talking about Catherine, he literally was not paying any attention to the other presenter and wanted to just like move on with the segment. So they are most definitely getting bored. Angela, you're saying sound disappears. Is that my sound? Is there something wrong with my sound? Is that what you're saying? Let me know if anybody else is struggling with the sound. Oh, okay. You're saying okay. Let me. Hmm. Okay. Is it okay now? Okay. Some of you are saying it's okay. Okay. We'll carry on. If it gets any worse, just let me know. Mm. All right. So that is that. On to some slightly more positive news. Um, Meghan, being her fashion influential self, the dress that she wore during the Oprah interview is going to be featured the in an exhibition, and it's also been chosen by Days Magazine um, as the dress of the year for 2021. Now, when I was reading some of the articles about where the dress is going to be shown, they tried to make it say the original dress that she wore. I don't think it is. I think it's a version of the dress. But of course, they're going to airtight frozen capsule contraption, because the original dress will be worth loads one day. It'll be absolutely priceless. Um, so yeah, just once again, Meghan's influence showing, and this isn't the first time. Obviously we've seen with fashion, pretty much every time Meghan wears something, it turns to gold. You've got companies that are, or that have literally been able to expand thanks to her influence. Companies like Dior, checking her name. So pretty much everything she touches turns to gold, and I'm sure that we will see many more of Meghan's items being put in museums. I'm interested to know where the clothes from the royal exit tour, the leaving tour, where all of those clothes are, because I do wonder if that was the leaving tour, would she have paid for those items, had them made privately? Because some of them were obviously custom made, and then I think there was like one dress from Victoria Beckham. So I doubt they were even funding her clothes at that point. So I'd be interested to know where some of those clothes are. So yeah, that is that. And I also just wanted to touch upon, we know that the court case with Harry and the Home Office is still ongoing. Now, I haven't heard any updates since the last update that we had, but one of the things that we do know is that the government is obviously involved in this. And the head of the Home Office is who? It's Priti Patel. Now, this was a picture of Charles and Camilla at an award show for British Asians. This was February 10th, I think this was. And you can see him there, very, very cozy with Miss Preeti. Another thing that I'm curious about, because I haven't checked what the exact timelines were, but this was February 10th, and both Camilla and Charles are here. So if anybody's been keeping an eye on the timelines of as and when um, these people got Mr. C, would the timelines add up or be strange? Because this event was on February 10th, and there they are around other people. So I just wanted to check that if anyone's been keeping an eye on the timelines. But there's no way that you can look at this picture and say there isn't something going on between the palace and the government and the Home Office um regarding Harry's security, because they've obviously been talking. And we know that Harry and Meghan weren't even safe within the palace walls. There's still a lot of questions that I have about stuff like this. Meghan's dog's uh, legs being broken, the nanny incident over the night nurse. They hired a night nurse, and something happened, and after that happened, they never left Archie alone with another nanny from within the palace again. So it's strange things like this that I want to know more about. And I do wonder if Harry will mention in his book what happened. There's still a lot of unanswered questions. And it just seems to me more and more as time goes on that not only were Harry and Meghan unsafe from the deranged crazies who developed a dangerous fixation on Harry and Meghan and their children because of the hatred that was being stirred up in the British press. But they weren't even safe within the palace walls. And I really do wonder what else went on within the household. I feel that there's so much more that we didn't know about, and we may never know about. Right, let's see what you're saying. Is Gaba, you have powerful figures of speech, of words, and button as the topics of your podcast for the understanding of the subscribers. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Marsha, Meghan's Giorgio Armani dress is a symbol of speaking the truth in the face of oppression and racist hate, so it'll be priceless. Yes, and the little white motif on the shoulder was apparently meant to symbolize a lotus, and lotuses can mean many things like rebirth, power, strength, healing. Um, so it was obviously picked up. Sorry, Megan obviously picked that piece of item, that piece of clothing on purpose. Cheryl, Scotties, did you hear about the massive explosion over in the UK? Is heads exploding over the over the photos of Harry, Meghan, Eugenie, and her hubby having a blast at dinner? Yes, they did look so relaxed and at peace, and I'm absolutely sure now that Eugenie and Jack have seen those kids. They've definitely seen those kids, and it seems like Harry and Meghan have very much embraced Eugenie and Jack. But that to me also says that Eugenie and Jack, at least behind the scenes, have been very loyal to Harry and Meghan. Mm. Catherine, Meghan problem has those clothes of her final appearance. I want to know if she has her wedding dress in the US. I don't think Meghan's wedding dress is in the US. I'm pretty sure it's in the UK because it would technically be part of the royal collection. Mm. Mm. Benjamin, I don't get why Charles can't use his influence on behalf of his son. Even Charles can bankroll himself. If something were to happen to Harry and Meghan, they have no idea it would spiral downwards. Well, you thought they would have learned that lesson after Diana, but they obviously haven't. So it's like they're so jealous of Harry and Meghan's popularity that they're not seeing that they're destroying themselves by trying to destroy Harry and Meghan. Yes, don't start. The kids were not there if their dog wasn't even safe. And they tried to make that whole story of Meghan's dog's legs breaking as something that was Meghan's fault. Please someone comment and let me know. But I don't even think that Meghan was in the country when this happened. Yes, Joseph, one rule for the commoners and others for the royals. Masks and precautions are only for commoners. Yeah, because um not all of the man I don't think all the mandates had been dropped by the time they were at that event a couple of weeks ago. So actually no, okay, to be fair, I think the mask mandates had been dropped. Um but I mean let's just be honest, throughout this entire pandemic, regardless of what mandates have been in place when and where, the rich have done what they want and told us to do something else. Mm. Hello, Black Queen. Nice to see you. Yes, I do wonder who hurt the dog. It's a very odd thing to happen. Um, okay, so that was that. And then the UK press seemed to want to pick a fight with the US press because let's be honest, they really haven't been able to control the narrative. And this plonker from the Daily Fail doesn't seem to understand why America's newspapers have such a pathological loathing for Britain. We dine out on boiled mutton. I have literally never eaten boiled mutton, so he can speak for himself. The economy is falling apart. Yes, it is. And we're so racist we drove out Meghan Markle. Tom Leonard examines another New York Times how well, I mean, obviously he's saying this with a sarcastic tone because he doesn't um 100% believe it's true. But that's exactly what they did. That's exactly what's happening. And instead of reflecting on the UK and why all of this is going on, he's just being bitter about it. The UK press have um, failed to control the US narrative, and they are just mad. They're mad. Mm. Sorry, Catherine, if Meghan paid for her wedding dress, it would be her property, but right, that dress should be her property to have Lily Diana. Ah, yes. Thank you for mentioning that because I had actually forgotten that she paid for her wedding dress. So yeah, it should be hers. But I'm not sure. Not sure what they're gonna do with that wedding dress. Mm. Um, we're in 21. Let's not forget what Eugenie's mother went through when she divorced Andrew. Well, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Sarah not invited to Kate and William's wedding? But Harry and Meghan went out of their way to invite her and Eugenie and Beatrice to their wedding. So I do think that um, Eugenie and her sister have been and will be loyal to Harry and Meghan, and the fact that Harry and Meghan went out of their way to invite them to the wedding after everything that they went through, especially after Sarah divorced Andrew. I think that says a lot about their relationship. So I think that Harry definitely has some sympathy for what Eugenie probably went through during her parents' divorce. Yes, Jasmine, they've made it clear that they look down on Americans, but they want the Cambridges to come here. See, this is how they keep on telling on themselves, right? They keep on coming at Americans. They've been coming at Meghan for her Americanness since the beginning, but they want to bring Kate and William to the US and they expect them to get praise. Tut tut tut. Yeah, Elaine, I've never eaten mutton either. I mean, don't judge it until you've tried it, but I can't say that it appeals to me. Robin Rogers. I think Meghan wants her dress reserved in Archheim for historical purposes. That could be a possibility, also. Lynn, the royal family are creatures of habit. They play the same playbook with Diana, and now with Meghan. This time, the public is aware. Yeah, and now with social media, and now with the Crown digging up the past. And thank you for mentioning that because it goes on to the next thing that I wanted to mention about Charles and Camilla's popularity, or dwindling popularity rather. And you've got the Telegraph attributing Charles and Camilla's polling decline to the Oprah interview when it actually began with the November 2020 release of season 4 of The Crown, with season 5 looming and the 25th anniversary of Diana's death in 2022. They're predicting a post Jubilee boost. Sure, Jan, it's not going to happen. Their popularity is just declining more and more and more. And I think when people have to witness Camilla being crowned um, over Diana's dead body, that's just gonna make the popularity dwindle even more. I think that is going to pull up a lot of wounds. I've mentioned this before on this podcast, but there is a documentary called The 7 Days That Shook Britain on Netflix, and it's about the British public's reaction to Diana's death. And you need to go watch that because not only is it brilliantly done, I think it really hones in on just how much the British public actually had a mental breakdown. And I think a lot of people from that time have not forgotten the pain that was felt. And I do think that a lot of wounds are going to be reopened when they have to watch Camilla get crowned as Queen Consort. Joyce, the British tabs wanted to turn the US papers into a tabs, and that was just not going to happen. The US papers are not going to stoop that low to report negative narratives that are not true. Exactly. And they really have no real need, and they're not really going to gain anything by going after Harry and Meghan, you know? And even if certain right-wing media outlets like Fox News go after Meghan, those people might hate Meghan, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they like or support the other British royals. For the most part, they probably don't even care about the other British royals. I mean, America celebrates the 4th of July for a reason. We've got to be absolutely kidding if they ever thought that Americans would just suddenly start liking the royal family, even those that hate Meghan. Mm. Elaine, yes, Harry insisted Fergie um, came to the wedding, not invited to Williams. I mean, just how horrible is that? How horrible. Why would you not invite her? There were probably people at Kate and William's wedding who they've never met or who they haven't talked to for years. And they couldn't just invite Sarah Ferguson? Really? I mean, it just really says a lot about these people. They're not a family. Oh, sister and Poldy and Catty invited Bucklebury populace to their wedding, but not Fergie. Oh, that's my favorite comment of the day. Mm. Benjamin, I wonder if Harry and Meghan ever felt safe at Frogmore as far as bugs possibly being installed by the firm. That's something that I've often thought about, to be honest. It may have had it swept for bugs, though. From Creative Life, you can see how much of a family man Harry is, not only with inviting Fergie, but also Dan aside to Archie's christening. Yeah, absolutely. Kelly, yes, no invites to the Lane Bridges, but she was at the Sussexes, so it shows that the Sussexes are supportive. Same like Eugenie, and yes, her mum has shown support for Harry and Meghan. Yeah, to be fair to Sarah, she has supported well, she's never said a bad word about Harry and Meghan, and when she's been asked about it, she's just politely responded in saying, "I'm sure that Diana would be very happy and proud for her son." Yeah, Daniel, there's really no telling what Meghan went through in that Viper's Pit. She must be absolutely traumatized. Miss P, wow, you have never eaten curry mutton Jamaican style. Well, if it's Jamaican style, I'll try the Jamaican style one. Yes, they really brought the bad ratings on themselves because they pushed the Queen Consort idea so much. Mm. Kelly, remember Megan said Sarah taught her to curtsy before she met the Queen? Oh, was that in the Oprah interview? Do you know what? The anniversary of the Oprah interview is coming up, and please tell me that Oprah is going to release the full 3 hours. Let's put a nice picture up. Please tell me that Oprah is going to release the whole 3 hours because we know that there is more in that Oprah interview, and I want to see the whole thing. The whole thing. Let us see it all, Oprah. Let us see it all. Wouldn't that just be amazing though if they did release it on the anniversary as well? I'm definitely going to rewatch it because I feel like I need to watch that interview with a fresh pair of eyes. Elaine Barker because William is up his own bum. Oh my gosh, you guys, have you watched is it Murad Milani? I'm so if I'm saying his second name wrong. First name is Murad and he's this awesome YouTuber. Wait, hang on a sec. It's yeah, Murad Murali. And he just did the most awesome video of talking about the whole allegedly for the lawyers affair between William and his alleged mistress, and just talking about the whole royal family and just the way he contextualizes everything is just masterful, and it's just so nice to actually hear another Brit saying it. He did another video talking about the trolls, and speaking of the trolls, Christopher Boozy said that Yankee Wally had some things coming to her. So I don't know if things are progressing with the police report because they or he did go to the police about this. So I'm assuming that something is going to happen with that very soon. Um, but yeah, it's just from all corners, people are starting to see what's going on, and the narrative that the British press have tried to create is breaking down. With the power of social media, they're just losing power and momentum every single day. Joseph, the Jubilee will lay a big fat egg if the Sussex attend. They will overshadow everyone. Save the Queen herself. Yeah. I mean, what they do is their own business and their choice. But I don't want Harry and Meghan to come simply for the fact that they will bring eyes and attention. And I just feel like the Jubilee needs to be able to just flop on its own. Because if Harry and Meghan come, people will watch for Harry and Meghan. And I don't want that. I want it to flop like it should. Karen, all the UK press is about Queen COVID. Oh, sorry, I said the word. Queen Mr. C. It's a distraction from Prince Andrew and Prince William affair, which has returned. So I feel like since yesterday, more and more people have just come out and they're saying they think it's fake. Um, Now Buckingham Palace did actually release another statement today, saying that the Queen would not undertake any more. What was it? What did they say? Sorry, let me go back. They said that she would. Mm, yeah, I just think they said that she wouldn't do Zoom calls or something like that. And I do think that the whole the Queen is 95 and doing work and getting on with things definitely backfired. People did not like that. So they came up with another statement today, I think, to try and garner more sympathy. But I mean, who's going to have sympathy when there were other people who didn't even get to see their old nans because of cruel isolation rules? Some people died alone in nursing homes and hospitals, and their loved ones couldn't see them. No? I'll see, Matt. You're gonna watch the interview on the anniversary. Yeah, it does need to trend again. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of stories about the 1 year anniversary. I still cannot forget the moment the first trailer dropped. It must have been probably 1:32 a.m. in the morning UK time, and it literally shook me out a bit. I was about to go to sleep. I was watching Netflix really, really late. Don't know why I was up that late, but I was. And I'm about to go to sleep, and me being an idiot, I go on Twitter just one last time, and boom, there it was. I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. You prefer goat meat in Jamaica, not mutton. Thanks for the tip. Yeah, we all need that full Oprah interview. Come on now. Yes, I love Murad. He brings the truth. Yeah, Oprah's holding that footage for insurance. uh, okay, I didn't really have anything else to say, so I'll just finish up with your comments and we'll call it an evening. But thank you so much as always, my lovelies. The footage belongs to CBS, yes, and they can do what they want with it. Yeah, Murad has always defended Meghan. He's definitely a squaddy. Yes, the calls are coming from inside the house. When he said that, I was like, he definitely watches Royal Sussex, right? Definitely. Guys, you know how much it would freak me out if I knew that, like, any of Meghan's friends or their team were like watching our channels. uh yeah, all the gingers in the house. That's what Harry's house is gonna look like very soon. Yeah, Murad is, well, he's not even undercover anymore, is he? He's a full on squaddy. Um, have a look. Yes, he deserves the keys to Sussex Squadville. Yeah, I want Harry and Meghan to stay away from the jubbly. Because really, after 2 years of lockdowns and mandates and all the rest of it, businesses failing, suicide rates through the roof, people, dying, our lives and our world changed forever. You want to have an overpriced party for a bunch of privileged toffs? I don't think so. No. Do. Maggie, thanks for positive perspective on Harry and Meghan. As always, that's what we're here for. Yes, Angela, I'm waiting to buy Harry's book too. Just like with when I bought the bench, I went straight to the bookstore that morning and grabbed it. I think what I'm gonna do, the day it comes out, I'll go to the bookstore and I'll try and get through at least half of it in day one. Or I don't know, maybe I should try and read it in one sitting. I'm a pretty fast reader. We'll see. We'll see how fast I can get through at least the first half, and then I'll review it in two halves. Okay, who's gonna get the last word today? Squaddies, let's get trending a request to Oprah to have a 3-hour interview. I think we should try and do that. Hashtag edit interview. Should we do that like a week before? Mm. That's just success. Do not freak out, but I would bet someone on the team is watching you guys. I think so too. I think they watch us the way they watch the trolls. Yes, Joyce, what Harry and Meghan disclosed on Oprah is only the tip of the iceberg. What happened behind those palace doors would curl your toes. Mm. Okay, Lucy Wynn, I'm gonna give you the last word. Thanks everyone for coming to the chat, and yes, don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, and oh, okay, one more thing before we go. I don't know how many of you know that I do actually have Duchess of Success merch. I haven't really plugged it because I just assumed that you see the links, and if you wanted to buy the merch, you probably just would. But there is Duchess of Success merch. If you actually want to get something in return for your donations. I've actually just ordered the hoodie and the t-shirt, so I can't wait for them to come. And I'm pretty sure they're quite high quality because the company that prints these, I've ordered like other people's merch from the same company, so I know that they're pretty high quality. So if at all you're interested, there is that. But that is all. Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll play the little bit more chilled out music today. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.